Welcome to Guardian Capital Market Outlook discussion for the month of May 2026. So, for the agenda, we will be discussing four things. First, education thinking framework. Second, earnings. How has the earnings been for the BSE 500 companies in the previous quarter? Third, valuations and expectations. What are the valuations of BSE 500 and other indexes, and what are the expectations going forward? Fourth, sectoral view. Our first principle is that over a long period, earnings growth determines 80% of the returns. In this slide, we want you to focus on the two red circles, which indicates that over the 3 decades, price has been growing at 11% per annum CAGR, whereas earnings have been growing at 10% per annum CAGR, which means that there is a direct correlation between earnings growth and price growth. Principle 2 says that revaluation growth determines 20% of return. Say, in the last 11 years, Asian Paints have gone up by 13%, out of which 10% was due to earnings growth and the balance was due to revaluation. Revaluation means people were willing to pay 43 rupees for every 1 rupee earned by Asian Paint. But now they are willing to pay 61 rupees, which accounts as revaluation growth. In this slide, we want to highlight the importance of extra 1% of return generated. If we invest 1 crore today for 30 years and assuming a return of 11%, we would end up with 23 crores after 30 years. However, if we just generate 1% more, we would end up with 30 crores and 3% more return. We would end up with more than double of 23 crores. This is the power of compounding and signifies the importance of staying invested for a longer period of time. Second, on the agenda, we have a discussion on earnings and valuations. On this slide, we discuss the earnings and valuation data for the BSE 500. The revenue growth has largely been in line with previous quarters. However, the standout figure is the profit after tax and improvement in PAT margins. This improvement can largely be attributed to lower debt and lower capex spending by the BSE 500 companies. Now let's take our attention to the valuations. The index seems to be in a fair valuation range at current levels on a PR multiple basis. Our estimates for a stress scenario is that the index could correct an additional 12% from current levels. The alpha over the bond also remains in line with historical average, with the historical average of 65% and the current realistic average at 5%. Going on to the third segment, we take a look at the sectoral view for the BSE 500. On this slide, we take a look at the sectoral view. What you see here on the screen is the top 25 sectors of the economy. Based on our valuation estimates, we believe 85% of the economy is fairly valued and 15% of the economy is overvalued. Based on current revenue growth, we believe 15% of the economy is growing at rates higher than the historical growth rates, whereas 85% of the economy is growing at rates below its historical growth rates. The major story during the month was the IT sector. The IT sector remained in focus throughout June as it was a clear laggard as all IT majors, including the likes of Infosys, TCS and Wipro, all closed lower despite a ceasefire-driven rally. Across the broader market, IT valuations have corrected sharply as concerns over AI structurally impairing the outsourcing and labor arbitrage model of the sector continue to persist. Investments in the security markets are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.